We're back in Almelo again, where last year we delivered a Nova 14 to Lekky Studio. We're back today to visit Rodolfo to see what he's been making and to learn more about his business and how he got involved with laser cutting. Let's go inside.
Hi guys, welcome. Happy to have you here again. And I'm going to show you what I'm working on.
Thanks for taking the time to let us visit and film and learn about you. Maybe you can start off by just introducing who you are and what do you do?
Perfect. Yeah, I'm Rodolfo Silva. I'm a graphic designer. I finished my career in Venezuela 20 years ago. I started with Lekky around 3 years ago, and in this location I have like 2 years. I started in the laser business because I reached a point that I was like tired of working digital pieces that only last a few days and nobody cares about it anymore. With the laser, I could find a tool that can help me transform digital pieces into physical ones. Actually, for years I was looking for a tool that could help me. I started with a scroll saw. It's a little manual saw but this was electrical. And I started making pieces, but that took too long to make something with that. So I started looking for CNC routers, but they were too big, too noisy, too messy. And when I found the laser, I found like a perfect tool that I can have in my house at the beginning because it didn't make a lot of noise or a lot of waste. So it was perfect for what I was looking for.
What were the big things you were looking for to make your business a success when you were picking a laser?
Yeah, the first thing is that I wanted to invest the money on something that it was going to last or was not going to give me troubles. So when the first lasers that I saw, at the beginning I thought they were the right for me, and then after talking to people, owners from those lasers, they start telling me the pros and the cons, and I found a lot of cons with the basic entry-level lasers. And I wanted to go the right way. I didn't want to go too low or too big. I wanted to find the level that I have for my space, for the money that I had. And I didn't want to, a lot of people recommend me get something that you're going to keep, not something that you have to upgrade later. And then I started talking to owners from AeonLaser, and they told me, yeah, this is the machine you have to get. There's no looking, you don't have to look any other place because the relation price quality is really, really good. Some good lasers are really, really expensive that it doesn't worth to invest so much money. And some are expensive too, smaller lasers, and they are really bad. So to not throw your money, I think you have to go start with a good base.
Because you have to make the decision, are you going to have a little hobby business with a small expensive laser, or do you jump to the bigger industrial one straight away?
Yeah, actually I bought a mini industrial, the Mira 7, for a hobby. I never thought that I was going to make a business of it. I just wanted to make things. I wanted to have something that I can last, that it could last. And maybe if I didn't like it, because I never worked with a laser before, so I was thinking of buying something that I can resell later too, because I didn't want to waste the money. After some times, I was able to find this space, and I moved the Mira 7 here.
And how long were you with your Mira 7 before you decided to go for a machine, I think roughly 3 times the size?
I had the Mira 7 like for 2 years, and I was really happy with it. Now a friend has it now, and she's really happy with it. Sometimes I made some projects that they were taking too long in the bed from the Mira 7. Maybe they were small pieces, but they were too many, and then I had to be changing and calibrating everything again with a new sheet that I was working. So with this laser now I can throw everything there. Even I can have different materials in different positions and not having to open the laser, just sending and cutting right away.
How long does it take you to come up with an idea? I think we see a new lamp under development behind you.
Yeah, it takes a lot because I'm an overthinker, so it takes a lot of time to come to an idea. Sometimes I sit on the computer and I'm like, what I'm gonna make, and I lose all the ideas. When I'm busy, with a meeting, a birthday or something, all the ideas are coming. So then sometimes I start sketching. I try to put everything on my phone. So when I sit on the computer, I already have a list of ideas that I want to make. Because actually, what it takes time for me is to get into the idea that I really want. So I can't, sometimes I do it like a kind of freestyle, but most of the time I need to come with a base before start sketching or trying to do something.
What's your favorite material to work with laser?
Oh, really, I love them all. It's depending on what kind of piece I want to make. I love to mix wood with acrylic and add lights on it. So making lamps or signs with lights is really, it's like, I'm always amazed, like, oh, I made this. I didn't know I could make it. So this is something that I really loved. For example, I like to make things. So I got the laser because he helped me make infinity different pieces that I want to make. I get bored really easy, but with the laser I never get bored because when I don't want to make a lamp, I make a mirror or make a sign or make a plank. So it's a really versatile tool for making stuff.
Do you have a favorite sign or design that you made?
Yeah, I think I have a lot of them. I think the last one I made that I really loved was a sign that, yeah, fuck around or find out. That was a mix of multiplex, painted multiplex, and engraved mirror. So red mirror acrylic. So that was a really complex piece that took a lot of time to come to it. But I'm really happy with that, and now it's going to be showcased in a barber shop in Alkmaar. So I'm super proud of that one. That's, I think, till the moment, it's my favorite. I hope I can get more favorites in the future.
You recently found basically a place where you could start selling in shops as well, because you were just selling on Etsy before?
Yeah, exactly. I was only using Etsy for that. I have a web shop too, but most of my sales came from Etsy. And now some people, they were actually my first clients like 3 years ago. They have a big tattoo shop in Enschede, Tattoo East Side, and they after a lot of pieces they ordered through these years, they asked me, hey, don't you want to showcase some pieces in our shop? So now I have a really nice space where I can showcase the pieces in a big shop in Enschede.
I remember you saying that a lot of people who do the tattoos also like to see their tattoo designs in other media.
Yeah, I start because I start making tattoo signs for shops, and because of this I get in, start making relations with a lot of tattoo artists. So one of our ideas with one of my friends was starting making his pieces, the tattoo, into physical pieces. So that was a nice way to display tattoo art in shops or in tattoo studios. So that's really nice.
What are some of the mistakes you've made or regrets with the business or lasering that you would want to warn people in the future?
Oh, really? I'm really happy with this, and I don't have any regret with the machine. The regret that I have is always that I'm not paying attention and I don't flip a material and I waste a lot of material for nothing. That's actually my biggest regret, not paying attention.
So what is the future for Lekky Studio?
Yeah, I really don't want to go like industrial. I want to keep it myself. I like to have the contact with the material and making the pieces myself. That's what I like the most. But I would like to experiment later with metal or other materials, maybe a fiber laser. So in the future, I guess time will tell. But I will keep for sure with lasers. I love them.
What are you busy making today before we turned up?
Yeah, I never made a lamp like in series. I don't know how you say it. It's a serial. I'm making a lamp. I see that a lot of people make them. There's a technique that you can repeat the piece and make these kind of things, but I see a lot of people make the same. So I wanted to change it a bit and work with different acrylic colors and different shapes. I never saw this one before, so I hope it's the first one and that nobody copies me.
I think a lot of your work is very original. It's all your creative.
Yeah, that was the meaning of having Lekky too, is that to make things that I don't see and I want to have. I want to have pieces. All what I make is actually things that I want to have in my house or want to give to a friend. I want to make things that you can't find in any place. And I want to make like a designer pieces that they are affordable too. So if somebody had to have something really special in your house, you don't have to pay thousands of euros for something that somebody is offering you, but you can get a really special custom piece for your house and for a normal price. I don't know.
What tools do you like to work with on the computer?
Oh, I work with Illustrator and for the Laser Illustrator and Lightburn. That's the only things that I need. They are really complete and really professional. They give me a lot of space to work and to make just to try new things. So it's perfect.
Because you work with the acrylic colors, but you also spray paint wood.
Yeah, a lot of my pieces, because you can find some colors on the acrylic. And I like the texture that you get when you paint wood. So I use a lot of spray, and the brand that I use for the spray has a really big amount of colors and special colors and gradients. And so it gives me a lot of new colors and things to experiment. I can mix colors too, like make gradients or mixing two colors and making new textures. That's really nice too.
We see a lot of layered artwork in your design. Is there a lot of gluing involved?
Yeah, it's a lot of gluing. I use acrylic glue or glue for wood, but this is the best too. This is a 3M double-side tape. This is really expensive, but if you want to have a good mental health and work with this, you need it.
Just like the machine.
Yeah, exactly. The idea is that you don't waste so much time. So the laser or this kind of thing like this tape saves a lot of time on the production. I'm a designer and I don't want to spend the whole time working on a piece and instead of maybe designing more new things. I don't want to stop, so I wanna keep making.
Yeah, then I guess we should let you keep making and we'll head off.
Good. Thanks for the visit. It was really nice.
Thanks, really nice to catch up.
Yeah. Cool.